Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Blue Hens will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilliam. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense trying to take it back.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. On the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one. These fans raising the volume. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Trying play action. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. The Longhorns want to pick
on this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jennings. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback. He makes a sure tackle. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. The stiff arm gets him loose. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hauls it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Delaware! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll start this drive going to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Unloads quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off-play action on first down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Runs through a tackle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, they started with horrible position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give out of the gun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Texas. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Morris. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up...
There he goes! He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Longhorns are on the move. A quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Makes the grab, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. The Blue Hens are in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fires it. Finds a man by himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a third down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Firing to the right, complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. Do their job.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. On the move and looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now once you get in the second half.
Turning it on! They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to... way up to the 42.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. That's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. I don't know if it was luck or aggression. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Off the play fake. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Blue Hens had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Starting to feel a little pressure. Working that left side now. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 14 to Marshall. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jennings. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Carney. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carney.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And off to Jones. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Pryor. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They just keep firing. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Makes the catch. It's Pryor. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves. They wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.